Welcome to another episode of the Swim Man Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Brian Battisto. Today's guest is Nicco Ruiz. He finished fourth in the country last year, becoming an All-American for Arizona State University. In high school, he was a two-time California State champ from St. John Bosco. This is a great episode, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're also on Spotify and all the major social media platforms. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Okay, so first I want to say congrats, and it's got nothing to do with the wrestling. Congrats on getting engaged, dude. How
Oh,
cool is that?
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's exciting.
What like how'd you do it? Can you give me a breakdown?
So it was a week. We get a week, or about week, 2 weeks from right after after July, or we have a whole training system in July, and we went back home for August. And it was uh, there's a giant hotel resort right there. It's right by there's a Trader Joe's not far, and we walked down. It was at the beach, and we're walking down this hill, and so we were already taking photos with her friend because her friend's a photographer. But the photographer didn't know, but her best friend knew who was there, and it was a little weird because like there's multiple times where I looked at the best friend, I'm like, do I do it now? Do I do it now? Do I do it now? I was just like, oh wait, we'll see, and then so I didn't realize. So I still have the box, but the ring was still in a bag. So I was like
Oh,
in my back pocket. I'm like, it's still in a bag. I have to take out the bag. So I'm like fidgeting my hands behind, like ripping it open, like tearing it, like when she's looking away, tearing it with my teeth and got it out. And then I was fidgeting with my mouth and like ripping the bag. She's turning around. So I'm like, I'm not ready. I snuck it into my mouth
bro.
and I had to hold it there for like a minute or two because we kept taking photos. And then I took it out, wiped it off, was cleaning it off for a little bit, and then I was able to do it. I was like, oh gosh, that's kind of scared me there. Cause like and I think there's a photo of me like she's turned around the other way, like facing the camera, and have the ring, the diamond, like in my teeth, like pointing out with the actual a smile. So it was pretty fun.
It's kind of like when you're like partying on somebody before like the match is over. It's like you're
Yeah,
doing all these things behind like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
It's
It's
like
fun.
things. I mean, but it's cool that she said yes,
Yeah,
obviously. But
yeah.
like, was it? Did you tell the story right after about the whole like process of like, yeah, it took
Um,
me a second.
Not like completely after. It was like 20, 30 minutes later, I would say. First 10 minutes was just like her friends saying congrats. My friend was there too, and it was just like that. It was cool.
So when you make the engagement plans, I know like people ask you right away, like, all right, when's the wedding, and like a million different questions. So have you
Mhm.
guys picked a date yet?
Yeah, it's actually this summer. It's so that happened in August, and the date is July 18th. So it's coming up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So right before wrestling season, that way
Hmm.
you guys can go on your honeymoon and
Yeah, yeah,
come
for
back and
sure.
be ready to work.
Yeah.
Is that what's it like? I guess just kind of thinking about being married in college, and I feel like that's maybe a more common thing now, but it's almost
Mhm.
kind of unheard of generally.
I mean, I don't really feel like it's completely changed. I mean, I've been with my girl for almost 6 years now. So we've been really connected already. And this last year she moved out here with me, and it was just I think a big help for me. Like I always had someone to go to, always had someone there for me. And it was really amazing for that, and I thank her so much for that. But then like being married, it's like it's still hitting me. There's still moments where I'm like, oh gosh, I'm like we're gonna be married. This is it. I'm like it feels good, but it's like also it's like making me think. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting older. I'm making bigger changes in my life, and this is a one step at a time.
I think the biggest thing is that you enjoy it too. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is supposed to be such a joy, and it's going to be fun. So that's
Hmm.
awesome, man. And you guys started dating in high school?
Yeah, it was so we started talking just uh end of sophomore year. So it was like May 30th ish we started talking. We didn't start dating for a while, but yeah, it's 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 been a while.
One of my good friends and one of my roommates in college is Chance Rich from Valencia
Okay.
High School, and he wrestled at CCB. But I
Yep.
used to give him such a hard time. Like I love his fiance. I love Bree. She's great, but I'm like, dude, like it's so hard doing that long distance thing. And when I
Hmm.
first got into college, I was trying to do it, and I'm like, this is not going to work out. And he's proved me wrong. And I feel like you're another one of those guys that's just proving
Yeah.
people wrong. You guys have figured it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, I don't know what I'd be without her. She's been a great help in my life.
It's like your support system, you know.
Hmm.
It's like you have like it's like she's your best friend, and it
Yeah.
just makes things. I think when you're kind of going through the grind of the season, just having that
Yeah.
support with you, I think helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's moments where it's like I get frustrated and I need someone to talk to, and she's always there for me.
So how is it like? Have you guys talked about like wedding planning and being able to kind of do that with like the training and all that stuff that's going on in the off season?
Yeah, yeah. It was like even beforehand, it was like, oh, I'm gonna be training from this time to this time. There's world team trials from this time to this time, and I'm gonna do camps from this time to this time. So it was like we had to find the perfect timing around. So we were able to find an optimal time for it. Yeah.
That's like one of the things you're talking about, like grown up things. This is like that time management. It's like, but it's not like homework in school and wrestling practice. It's like life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. It's like just after I didn't really it was like it hit me really big right after NCAA's. I'm like, oh shoot, I have all these changes going on. Like, oh my gosh, I have all these life-changing things. Like, I need to start focusing a little more.
I'd say one thing though that's cool that's not changing is you're staying at ASU. I think
Yeah,
just with the whole transfer portal thing that's going on,
yeah,
it was cool seeing you make a post like, I'm staying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like I love ASU. It's like I don't know where else I would go. It's a great place to be. The team, the coaches, the school here, it's just amazing.
Yeah, every time we would go out there either to compete or watch like Pac-12s or whatever, it just feels like it's a really good wrestling environment. And I
Yeah.
like where you guys have like your little sports complex because I think is it softball or baseball is right next to where the wrestling facility is.
Softball, volleyball, and then there's the basketball right next to us too.
So it's almost like a little like wrestling village kind of like where you
Yeah,
guys
I
are all
think
kind of hanging out and seeing
it's
each other.
known as the Olympic Little Village. It's like all Olympic sports, so it's pretty cool.
That's fun, man. Like, so I know with ASU, obviously it's super hot, and I think one thing that ASU does get a rep is that it's a party school. But I think not a lot of people know this, but like they are so well connected, the school, with all the businesses in the area. Like a part of I
Hmm.
think is I don't know if it's your bachelor's degree, but I think they try to push you into different internships and stuff like that. Is that right?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this past like, few weeks they've been talking like the team, like Zeke, but then also our donors and things like that have been talking to us like, like what do you want to do? We have all these business partners we could go to, and I know one of the guys who just finished up, he's having an internship with one of the donors too, so it's perfect.
And I think just having that network too, man. It's like all these
Hmm.
different guys have graduated from ASU. Do you see a lot of guys that end up kind of staying in Tempe and like the surrounding area, or are they going back to where they're from?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, McGee's still here, Kramer's still here, Courtney's here and there. But a lot of the guys they love just being around here because it's the temperature. It's like it gets hot in the summer, yeah, but every, except for that, it's like great weather all year long, pretty much, except for the summer. And then like everyone's close knit. It's like you're not too far from anywhere, so it's great. It's great.
And the heat, it's like, man, you just got AC, just go inside.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like everywhere has AC. I remember I think my freshman year, something like they're like, yeah, no, every building has to have AC or else it can't exist. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just gonna be inside.
What are you saying? Well, like when you were coming out here for a recruiting trip, they were like, that's what they told you that they have to
It
have
was it
AC.
was it was I think it was even before that when it was like I was doing the summer camp, ASC summer camps. They're like, yeah, no, I don't even know if it was one of the coaches or some random person. It was yeah, every building has to have AC or else they can't. It's not up to code or something like that. I'm like, oh, if that's true, I don't know if that's true, but if that is true, that's it should be true at least.
I'd die, man. If there was no AC, it would
Yeah.
be tough. Like
Oh my.
Bakersfield gets hot, but it's like kind of a different kind of
Hmm.
heat. ASU is like that's desert hot, man.
Yeah. It's just heat. It's hot. Heat and sun.
Going out there for the camps, was that kind of like the beginning of your recruiting process? Because obviously, I mean, there's a great St. John Bosco and ASU connection,
Hmm.
but it just kind of being around the campus and checking out the camps. I guess what was your recruiting process like coming out of high school?
Um, it was slow at first. I mean, I didn't when that date came around, there's not many few schools that came out and reached out to me. Um, but after Super 32, that changed. I mean, that was an eventful one. But I was already I've been going to the ASU summer camps since I was in like seventh grade. So I knew all the coaches already. I knew most of the team and it was when I finally got that call from them, it was like, yeah, that's where I want to be. I knew it was just home for me. Even when I was in camps and whatever, it was like, yeah, I like this.
Was it like the familiarity, I guess, with guys on the team already, or was it the coaches? Like, I guess what was like, all right, this feels like this is the reason why this feels like it's home.
What pushed me further was the guys on the team because I knew all of them already. I mean, they 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 just added a few, like they just added Thompson on before I got there, and Frank was there just before Thompson. So, but I already knew Zeke and Pritz for a while. I mean, a while. There not long ago I had a story. We were on a newsletter, I think, State Press. They called up. They're like, "Oh yeah, when was the first time you met Zeke?" I'm like, "Oh, my coach Ruben. He came up to Zeke. He's like, yeah, this kid. Whenever he goes home, he gains like 10 pounds. The water must be heavier there." I'm like, all right, all right. That's the first time I ever met Zeke. Was like that Ruben throwing that joke out at me. I'm like, all right, come on, coach. Like this is Zeke Jones. Like, why can't you do that to me? But I think it was more of the guys. I mean, I knew not only the Bosco guys, I knew all the California kids there. Like at that time, there's a lot of Cali kids in the team, so it was just home.
It's really been impressive what Zeke Jones and company have kind of been able to do since Zeke got there. I feel like the culture they've had some good individuals, and obviously two national champions with Bubba Jenkins and Anthony Robles. But I feel like the team culture wasn't totally great. But then it
Mm,
seems like it's kind of evolved. Like, can you talk
yeah,
about maybe like the team environment and the team culture that you guys have?
yeah. No, it's last year was a little slow, honestly. I mean, we didn't end up doing what we wanted. Everyone's like a little more down, but especially this year, um, even my freshman year and then this year, it's been a big jump. They're they've been a lot more focused. Not only the coaches but also the guys. The guys come in, they're like happy to be there. I think that's one of the biggest things is being happy and grateful to be there on the mat and having this opportunity. Because I know a lot of kids that didn't like wrestling and now they're not wrestling anymore, but they're really good. But all these kids that we have are happy to be there and they're always willing to work. I mean, there's guys on our team who get their butts kicked every day, but they're always there. They're always there. I think that's what it is. It's being grateful. I think that's what they really installed in us is being grateful for our opportunities here.
Yeah, and it seems like enthusiasm too. It's like being
Yeah,
grateful and then just somehow just like maybe you're not having the best day, but like how do you kind of bring that energy that you know you need to have in order to get the most out of your training?
yeah. I mean, we do a lot of talks where it's like, oh, um, like this may happen, but you just gotta focus. Or we do a lot of breath work where it's breathe in, breathe out, and it's just for me that helps a lot just because it makes me realize where I'm at and like, yeah, I'm happy here. This is where I love to be, and it's just it's a different feeling, especially when you get in the room and all the guys joking around. We'll play a sports game. We'll do something. I mean, this year, David Zuba. Oh my gosh, that dude. He has done things to Zeke Jones that I have never seen before. Like I've never seen anybody throw snowball at him. I've never seen someone pick him up and run around the room with him on his back. I've never seen him get not blast double, but like doubled up in the air and like taken down. Like the amount of energy that was brought into this room this year was crazy. It was fun.
That's like the stereotypical heavyweight, the guy that doesn't cut weight, that just has like good energy all the time. But that's so important. Like when we talk about like sports and like having a good locker room guy, like it seems like he's that kind of locker room guy.
Yeah, definitely was. He always was throwing around. I mean, at the banquet, he had a joke for every single wrestler and every single uh coach or athletic person there with us. Every single person.
Is
It
he like
was
roasting? Like somebody gave him
he
the mic and
so
he's just going down
some
the
of them were
line roasting
roast and some
people?
of them were just like regular like compliments or something like that. My there's a when he first got here, we played a lot of spike ball, and the partner I was with was his name's Daniel Miranda, and there was one time where I was gone for like a week, 2 weeks, and he kept losing with these people, and but like he'll win some, but lose a lot of them, and him and David and his partner were like, Nico, where are you? Where are you? And that would transition to like just normal things, like they start trash talking him, and they're like, Nico, help me, Nico. And so when it was this guy's turn, David's like, you know, Daniel, Nico's your spirit animal, and just ended it. Just, Nico's your spirit animal, and then when the next person, everyone just starts laughing at him, and just it was a great time. I mean, he called me the Mexican Robert Patterson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Wait,
don't
why Robert Pattinson?
no. He said you're Bat. At one point during the season, he called me Batman, and then he called me, oh, you're Mexican Robert Patterson. I'm like, what? Just threw it out there, and then just kept
Yeah.
calling me it the rest of the year. So I'm like, all right, whatever, dude.
Oh, I don't know. You said Robert Pattinson. I mean, maybe I still have Christian Bale as Batman in my head, but I immediately thought of Twilight. So I'm like, is that something to
Yeah,
do with your
yeah, yeah,
hair
yeah.
or
See,
what?
like I didn't think of Batman, the new Batman, because it's not like as well known as like Christian Bale's one, but like I was like, what? So confused at it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
so with that kind of environment, I think it just makes it a little bit easier. Like when you guys are going on trips, it's like you're
yeah,
kind of taking the pressure off. You know what I mean? You're
yeah.
just kind of joking at each other and messing around. And I think that's
Hmm.
so important when you're competing at a high level.
Yeah.
How do you, I guess, apart from that, like how do you kind of find like ways to reset or kind of get like a mental break where you can kind of like get yourself maybe recovered mentally, and then that when you go back into training or competing, like you feel good.
For me, I watch a lot of. It's weird. I either like I'll read a bit. I'm reading a lot more this year actually, and then I just go on YouTube. Like whenever we come back, it's like I'll go on YouTube or just like watch a movie and relax. I mean, it's kind of the spots to relax and be able to just not think about it and forget about it and just chill. I mean, I've talked to Frank about it. Like just walk, even just walking, just clearing your mind, not thinking about anything. Um, Especially after a loss. After a loss, it's the worst. You're always like down or whatever. But for me, I was reading a lot more this year, which helped a lot. It made my clear my head a lot more. It was fun. And then
Go ahead.
also listening to music. I mean, I didn't as a high schooler and younger. I didn't really listen to music, but now I listen a lot more. So that's nice.
So I guess two questions. First, like, what book are you reading right now?
I haven't picked one new one yet. I've been into mystery a lot more. I mean,
Okay.
as a kid I really liked mystery games. I mean, there's a while where a few of us were playing Clue. Oh, I love Clue. I love mystery games. And then me and my girl watched Knives Out, all three of the trilogy, the Knives Out, then Glass Onion, then I think it's Dead Man's Walking. They're all murder mysteries, and we started to end up going on a murder mystery type thing, and then I've found like murder mystery books. So I'm like trying to find best ones to read. So those are
Nice.
good.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What about music? Like what so first of all, are you a Spotify guy? Are you an Apple
Oh
Music
yeah.
guy?
I'm a Spotify guy. I mean, I love Spotify. It's funny because we have first off last year when I was in the van with Thompson. Whenever he drove, uh, everyone would get mad at him because he didn't have Spotify Premium. So like my ads always kept popping up, and like I think Colin Schultz he always threw a joke out every time, so everyone got mad at him. But I'm a Spotify guy. My brother, we have it set it up where um it's like uh, Spotify, Disney Plus, and ESPN. I think it is. So it's
Yeah.
like a family thing, and I have one of the accounts, um, and what helps a lot is that DJ, the AI DJ X. Yeah,
Well, because it kind of just exposes you to different stuff. But I'm going to text Thompson right now. I've talked to him quite a few times. I've had him on the show before, but
yeah.
he's always that one guy that like doesn't have it still has the ads or still has like, YouTube and they're just playing them off their phone.
I
But
think
it's
he
super
has.
frustrating, especially when you're in the car.
I think he got premium now, but there was a time where he didn't have it and everyone's roasting about it. So it was a good time. But
I was gonna say that'd be a good Christmas gift because I think Spotify was doing something where you can like buy somebody 2 months of like
okay.
premium or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
I
would have been
think
a good deal. But like honestly, once you get it though, there's no going back. There's no going
yeah,
back to
it's
ads.
just so good. I mean, I remember when I was a kid when I didn't have it, I'm like, oh, all these ads, and then I'm like, I can't. You couldn't pick the song you wanted. Like you search the song up and it doesn't pop up right away. Oh, that always pissed me off.
Well, I used to have like an iPad or not an iPad, iPod. So like the
Oh,
whole like
yeah,
buying music and then like downloading it and then like you could like download it illegally off of like LimeWire or something like that, but it's probably gonna
yeah,
give your computer a virus, but you don't care because you're a kid and it's not your computer. Like
yeah,
it's one of those things. But I kind of want to go back a little bit. When you're in high school, I'm really impressed with St. John Bosco and how far they've come as a program. It used to be like, it'd be like, all right, it felt like it would just be like the Valencia brothers and like Pico or like a
yeah,
couple individuals. But it seems like now it's like obviously the team's competing for a team title every single year. Coming out
yeah.
of St. John Bosco, like how do you feel like that's kind of prepared you for college?
I mean, it's done great for me. It's put me in a great mindset. Just being in that room, especially as a freshman, it was like getting beat up by all these seniors, and then slowly becoming that senior who helped out all these freshmen, just getting the right mindset, and then the level of technique that Ruben has, it's outrageous. I don't get it how he never wrestled, but yet he has all this technique and he's able to show these moves. Like even though like he shows some of them, but like he'll have the other guys do it. It's like, dude, how do you figure this out? I don't know how he figured it out, but it's just he has all these moves and he knows he's made champions already. So I know when we went to him, it was like I it was not me really me, but my dad knew also was this guy's gonna make me great. This guy's gonna make me the best I could be, and I really thank him for that. He's been one of the, just been the best coach I've ever had. I mean, he's no other words for him. Is great.
And not too many people know, but doesn't he have his doctorate?
I'm not exactly sure. Honestly, I
Somebody
do not.
somebody told me he has doctor. I wasn't sure if that was entirely true or not, but and then he
Really?
didn't really wrestle a whole lot when he was younger, right?
He didn't. He played baseball.
Dude.
He played baseball and and he I remember he told me he's like the way he figured out like his system is he took Zaid and Anthony to some practice and the coach was like, okay, we're gonna go over our single aid series and like Ruben was like from that moment on I broke everything down in small series and wrote it every book and I don't know how many journals he has. He has so many. Just every day he has it listed. Every day has a page. It's
So
crazy.
just like he basically just like let me just try to break down wrestling as much as I can, like studying it like a science, and then now
Yeah.
trying to figure out a way to teach it.
Yeah. It's it's crazy. I mean, he showed me these books. I'm like, oh gosh, dude, like that's so much.
He's just got stacks.
Oh yeah. I remember we're always trying to a few of us were always like betting on when he's gonna get a new book.
When he's what? When he's gonna make a book?
When he's gonna get a new book, new journal, because he's always like writing. Every day you see him. And he'll look, write again, sit back, write some more, and like, dude, like I wonder how many pages or how many books he goes through, like writing in them.
Yeah, I mean, I have you ever thought about like writing or do you do any journaling or
I
anything
do
like that?
some journaling. I did it for a while. I stopped a little bit, but I want to get back into it. It's just I haven't really sat down to do so. I think I'm
Yeah.
just I don't
It's
know. It's,
hard. It's
yeah,
hard, man. It's like you have to kind of build it into your routine. I remember I listened to this podcast with Lee Roper, and he talked about how he would like start, like he would start his journal entry at night. He wouldn't finish it. He'd close it, and then that way is like subconscious when he's sleeping, kind of work on it and chew on it, and then he'd wake up, go for a walk, walk his dog, drink coffee, come back, and then finish it.
uh,
But like, dude, I don't think I could fit that in my routine. So I just kind of like carry a little journal around in my backpack, like when I'm teaching or at
yeah,
practice or whatever. Whenever I feel like inspired, I just write something. Um,
yeah,
but it's like you can't go back. Like no one else can go back and read it because it's like shorthand and super messy.
yeah. Oh yeah. No, I don't have the best handwriting, so it's like sometimes I'm reading it, I'm like, wait, what is that? Wait, what? All right, no, I know what I wrote.
I mean, handwriting, it's like when you're in class, are you taking notes on the computer or are you handwriting stuff?
I'm taking on computer. It's so much easier. And then what helps a lot is what I do is I take my phone and voice record the whole class.
Oh, really? So you just turn the speaker on and
I
put it
voice
down?
record it and then I type notes too. So it's like anytime like, oh, I forgot about it. I'm like, oh, like I'll go to study hall and like I'll grab my phone and I'll just play it. Like, okay, okay, I know what you meant.
What are you getting your degree in?
Political science. Yeah,
Okay.
it's
What's your plan? Are you gonna want to teach with that or are you gonna
um
you're gonna get into
we'll see.
politics?
Yeah, I might. We'll see. Go on that. Go maybe going to law school. Kind of see how long wrestling takes me too. So, because I want to see what I'm gonna do for master's degree first, but we'll see.
So you're slated to graduate not this year, but next year, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So you're thinking about, okay, maybe getting into like some kind of law program for masters.
yeah,
Well, that would be cool, man. I think first of all, you're trying to figure out like what's the wrestling situation like. When you think about how things have kind of changed at ASU, where it's like they used to have Sunkiss Kids, that's kind of
hmm
gone away. And then what's the new club or the new
uh,
training center
Southwest
called?
Wrestling actually. Yeah,
What is it
it's
called?
Southwest Wrestling. They just gave us some gear. Let me see. I have it right next to me actually.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. And it's got the mountains behind it.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice. They just gave us some gear, so it's, I have all my gear right next to me actually.
And something cool that's too that I noticed. We actually went. I think we were getting ready to duel you guys, and I think you guys had like a kids practice kind of opened up at the same time. Is
Yeah,
that something that you feel like is very intentional with ASU? Is like trying to kind of lead the local wrestling community?
yeah, it was. I think it's the biggest this year. I mean, it's Rising Sun, and those kids are Van Foy, and it's Frank's running it too. So it's really cool to see like all these kids come in, and I think ASU's big like helping a lot of kids. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to a college level practice as a kid? I mean, I would love that. Um, and I think it's a big help too. I don't know how Frank handles it. I mean, he has his three kids in it, so it helps. But yeah, the having that rising sun, I really think helps a lot of the community out.
I think with Frank's situation, I think it's a little bit easier like to deal because I think about coaching and stuff. It's like it's hard being away from family. But I
Hmm.
think if your family's doing it and you're kind of in the
Yeah,
practice, it's a little bit easier. Dude, one of his kids, I wasn't at the tournament, but I think they ended up wrestling one of our kids at Tulsa and just wrecked one of our kids. But no, I mean, I think that's really cool. Are you getting chances maybe to go in there and help coach at all?
here and there, yeah, it was really tough during season. I
Yeah.
mean, there's moments where it's like, oh, I want to go, I need to go cut weight, and like it'll be like, oh, they're in the room practicing. I'll hop out once in a while, but yeah, helping. It's weird. There a different club hit us up. Me, Daniel Miranda, and Luke Isaac. They hit us up, and there was it's called Manu out in Quinn Creek, and we helped out there in the beginning of the season. But I think there's like a rule where it's like no college guys are allowed in the high school room um, during season, so we weren't able to go during season. But like when I was helping there, I was like, damn, this is fun. Like, I was really enjoying helping all these kids. It's like I can't wait get we haven't gone back, but I'm like I really want to go back and start helping a lot more. I just it was a lot of fun for me because like I could see like I'll coach the kids and then I could see them in the match fixing it or seeing the problems and being able to talk to them about it and like them actually listening to me because like all of them were like Nico, I love you. Nico, you're my favorite wrestler. Nico. And it's like all those kids, it's really cool to see that.
Well, they see you and they're like, Nico's the man. Like we want to be
Yeah,
like Nico. You gotta be careful wrestling with some of the high school kids sometimes though, because they're either spazzy or they're like, all right, I'm wrestling a college guy. Like I got something to prove.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
something I always got to be careful of. But I mean, now I'm a little bit older. Like it's kind of like, oh, we know who you are. You're like you're whatever now. But it's like we'll have some
yeah,
college guys that'll come into our club room, and all of a sudden our high school kids are like, all right, this is like my chance. Like I'm gonna go get kicked
yeah.
on a college guy. But yeah, you gotta protect yourself.
Oh yeah. No, I'm like there's days where like they had scrap days. I'm all like, all right, I wrestle like two, 3 goes, and I'm good. I'm not gonna go all those goes.
When you were talking about like the rule just now about college guys interacting with the high school guys, I think you're probably the only college guy we've had on that's like, let me check with compliance first before I
Yeah,
come
no,
on the thing.
the only reason I did that is because we had to do media training right before Big 12s because I think I don't know if it was our team or one of our I don't know who it was, but I think um like a few years ago they got in trouble or one of the guys got in trouble, so they do media training every time year, and we walked into it, and then Zeke goes, "Yeah, so technically anytime you do a podcast or anything, it has to be cleared by media first." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that." Like I don't want to do anything that's not in the rules. And so I had but the thing is, our media guy's really cool. So I texted him real quick, and he got back to me. He's like, "Yeah, let me just check with compliance, and then we'll get back to you." All right, cool, whatever. I mean, and then he was telling me like, "Yeah, we just have to make sure that like it's nothing crazy." I'm like, "Oh, like all right,
I mean, that makes sense because you're a law guy, so it kind of falls in line. You're
yeah."
just like,
I was
no, I
like,
gotta make sure I'm.
I always try to play it safe. Like anytime it's like happening, I'm like, all right, I want to be able to know that I'm not breaking any rules because like, oh, if something comes up, oh, this happens, like, oh, I'm in trouble. I don't want to have to happen.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Dude, your media team is ridiculously funny. I
Yeah.
was pretty burnt in college. I got pinned by Zahid my sophomore year, and they end up doing a Valentine's Day card for all of the different teams, and they posted them on Twitter. And there's a Valentine's Day card of Zahid holding me on my back, and it's like, I like the way you roll. And I'm
Oh,
like, gosh, dang it. Like, that's
damn.
funny and that sucks, but that is like kind of cool on the other hand, you know?
Well, what I think is crazy too is like we get like a new media guy, media person every year. Like this isn't the same person like throughout the years. I think we had a different one last year. We had a different one this year. It's cool to see like they're all like good and they're all like pick up after each other really easy.
The standard's high. Like the
Yeah.
standard for ASU athletic media has been set. I thought something funny. It's like one of the Mantanona brothers. He kind of does this thing where he sticks his tongue out. And I
Mm-hmm.
think they caught it like on video, and they ended
Yeah.
up winning that match. It's like
Yeah.
when people are, I mean, obviously you don't know if somebody's sticking their tongue out in something like necessarily while you're wrestling them, but when guys are maybe getting a little bit chippy or maybe doing stuff that's maybe like kind of flirting with the line a little bit, like how do you kind of
Yeah.
keep your composure?
I mean, like I didn't even notice that. Like they showed me it after and I thought it was hilarious. Like
Yeah,
when they post, I'm like, all right, dude, like whatever. But for me it's like all right, like it's getting chippy, but it's just wrestling. There's no big deal. Like I'm not no one's gonna do something to me after. We get to do this. This is enjoyment. This is fun. Just go out there and have fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's super important. I think it kind of ties back in what we were saying earlier about like enthusiasm and like being grateful, and it's like kind of takes the pressure off. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
this is not like your identity necessarily. It's just something that we get to do.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
What I kind of want to get into the season, man, because you had honestly a phenomenal season. And
Mm.
I remember back, I think I can't remember if it was your first or second state title after watching you wrestle. And I remember talking to one of my buddies. I'm like, he's going to be something special in college. And it seemed like maybe your first season, like he didn't quite get to where you wanted to be. But it seemed like this year, it seemed like there was like this change and maybe change in your mentality. I don't know if there's a change in your approach, but like what was that big change that kind of sparked it? Now you're having these big moments that you're winning matches against, I'm gonna do air quotes, against guys you're not supposed to beat.
Yeah, yeah. I think one big thing that helped me, especially it was right after, I think it was right after I lost and I was out of the NCAA's last year. It was Pritz. He came up to me. He's like, "Yeah, the way you're wrestling is you're wrestling for a match ahead of what you're at already. Like I was wrestling one match and I'm like thinking far ahead of it, and like I need to slow myself down and just think one match at a time and just don't get super super focused on what's gonna happen after. It's the present. I need to calm myself down and really relax about it. I mean, I it's funny. I went back to a few of my matches in high school and like saw myself like running out, walking out, or like even after the match, like saw how composed I was. I'm like, okay, I just need to get back to that moment, getting back to being able to relax and not be so tense about it.
So do you have like a pre-match routine that kind of helps you just be calm and be present?
Yeah, so it goes about a minute and a half left of the match. I'll Okay, so like wait, before that, when I'm in the hole, I'll put my straps up, but keep my clothes on still, put my headgear on, and before that I'm just listening to music. But then headgear on. Then when there's about a minute and a half left in the match, I'll take my pants off or shorts off. And every now and then I'll slap my calves, the outside of my calves, outside of my thighs, inside calves, inside thighs, and both biceps, and then two times on this side and two times this side on my headgear. Um, I'll do that intermittently. It could be, it doesn't matter. There's no like, oh, I do it like 5 times. It's just like, oh, I do it a few times here, a few times there. And then when there's about 30 to 15 seconds off, I'll take my top off and I'll do it again. And then Frank, what helps me a lot is Frank, he kind of warms my body up. He'll shake shake my arms out, shake my legs out, crack my back, and like taps my the front of my chest, and then he'll slap me just below the back of my neck, not too hard, but it kind of like gets me in the moment. Right, all right, be present, be present here, and then I run out. Oh, I have to do this. I put my straps on. Doesn't matter which leg goes forward, but I'll put one leg forward, slap the side of it, put the other leg forward, slap it, and then I'll turn around and I have to wipe my hands on my thighs, and then I shake hands.
Is that so? All these things are these like kind of like these physical cues to kind of like let your body know that like, hey, it's like time. It's time to compete and perform.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think there's been times where I didn't do it, and my body just feels a little different, a little weird, and it's like, what did I do? What happened? What's wrong? And then I'm like, okay, I just need to perfect this thing. And I didn't really do the slapping thing until I got to college, but like wiping my hands off, I've always done. I've always like, because whenever I get out to the match, my hands always feel like it's sweaty. I'm like, all right, I need to calm myself down and relax. So I've always wiped my hands off. Yeah.
No, I get that. It's like I don't know, kind of cleaning your hands right before battle. You know.
Yeah, yeah. It's always like made me think like, all right, time to go.
Yeah, exactly. When you're getting ready for big matches like we talk about Big 12 finals, you're getting ready to
Hmm.
wrestle Lockett. What's kind of I guess going through your brain? Are you thinking necessarily about like do you guys have like a game plan in place like to kind of deal with maybe how he wrestles, or are you something where it's like, no, I'm just going to really focus on what I do and try to get to my positions?
So what I like doing, I've talked to Zeke, I've talked to Frank, I've talked to all the coaches about that. I like watching 1 to 2 videos and just looking at what they're good at, and then um knowing what they're good at. Just so then I know, like once I go out there, like, oh, watch out, they have a good blast double. Watch out for the blast double. Saying a good sense. Oh, but I want to focus more on what I do. It's good. I think it's great to know and great to game plan, but I think sometimes, for me at least, it gets through my head. Like, oh, they have a really good double off the, and I get really scared about it. But
Was
if I
it?
just relax about it a little more, it's a little better.
Yeah, because I think it's just like, all right, you kind of already put in the work. It's just go and do your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
What other than maybe that match, was there like a moment during the season where you're like, I'm going to be an All-American this year. I can contend for a national title this year.
I mean, I don't know if there's like a specific match, but going into Cliff Keen's was it was like that kind of those matches where like I was doing good, I was wrestling hard, and I felt good. Like, it was like, oh dang, I'm gonna be up there. I'm wrestling my hardest. I'm wrestling my best. I'm moving. I'm taking my shots. I'm attacking. I'm doing all of the right things.
So not necessarily like a specific match, but just more like, all right, I had a good performance overall. Like I can
Mm.
kind of replicate this and I can kind of trust my wrestling moving forward.
Yeah, so like at least for ASU, we try to do we build up to 15, calm down a little bit, and then build back up to NCAA's. And I think that really set my mind. I'm like, dang, I'm here. Like we did this build up, and yeah, I lost in the finals, but I wrestled good. I wrestled hard, and I was attacking, so I felt good.
Zeke was a guy that I think I watched early on when like I knew I wanted to coach in college, and he would talk about training cycles. And this was back when he was coaching for like Team USA and stuff. But
Yeah.
like he would talk about the concept of a training cycle, and it was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like having like trying to kind of have like a mini peak and creating valleys like in your season because you
Yeah.
can't just be going straight up all the time because
Hmm.
it's going to be hard to sustain that.
Yeah.
Um, are there moments maybe like during the season where you guys are working out and you're doing things and you're like, man, like, why are we doing this? Or like, is it now like, nah, man, I trust my coaches no matter what?
When I first got here, I was thinking that. I mean, there was multiple times where I'm like, why are we doing this right now? Like, what's going on? What's going on? But like as time went on, I'm like, all right, yeah, and I know Zeke knows what he's doing. Pritz knows what he's doing. Frank knows what he's doing. Thompson, they've all done this before. They have so much experience. I mean, at first I was like, what? Because it wasn't exactly the same that I was doing in high school. So I was like, what's going on? Like, why are we doing this? But then as time went on, I'm like, all right, I feel good. This feels right. Yeah.
And I think that comes with, like you said, just building that relationship and building that trust where it's like you kind of have to put aside your reservations a little bit and just, hey,
Yeah.
I know my coaches have done this before with other guys and they've had success.
Yeah.
Like part of that's just the process of buying into a program.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's I know, like in high school, I know there's a lot of guys who didn't like, who couldn't do that. I mean, it sucks that it happens, but I think finding a home and finding a place and trusting your coaches is one of the best things you could do.
Yeah, and these relationships that you build with these guys, I mean, these are things that are going to be lifelong. Like, do you
Yeah,
think about that sometimes? It's like, I mean, you're going to have these
yeah,
guys in your corner for life.
yeah, for sure. I mean, oh, I think it was right after after someone left, like Pritt's got in an argument with someone online, and he's like, "No, we're not building." He said something like, "Oh, we're here to be able to get wedding invitation. We're here like the coaches want to be here for all these special events later in the future. Like it's not just only college. Like we're only here for college. We're only here for wrestling. No, it's for the future, and it's like really cool to see all this like the coaches investing not only in my wrestling but also in my life and helping out a lot.
I know, obviously, I mean, you've only been at ASU, but like when you look at college athletics right now, is that something that you feel like is kind of lost, like that family kind of coach wrestler intimacy sort of thing?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when NIL came out and transfer portal, like it all changed everything. I was really shocked. I mean, I it sucked when we lost Farco and Ja'Cory, and then we lost Richie the year after. I'm like, geez, what's happening? And then like, reading all these stories online with football players, basketball players, all these players like leaving. I'm like, well, what's gonna happen? Like, what's going on? And then, but I think as a team, um, coming into this year, we really sat down and we're like we've got three values: brotherhood, grit, and gratitude. And I think the brotherhood part of it is just really helped me with um, thinking about like this is my home. This is where I want to live in the future. This is my friends. I mean, they're at this point they're my family. I've been with them for 3 years. It's great. It's amazing, and I just it sucks the way that NCAA has happened, but like at this point, it's a business. You just have to admit it, it's a business. All these kids want money. I mean, I was told this by someone. It's not life changing, but it's life starting money. Like all this money is gonna like help you in the future, and it's a great point to start at.
Yeah, I mean, if you know how to handle, I think the NIL money just from the figures that you hear about people getting and things like that, it's like, I mean, I try to put myself in that situation. I mean, I don't think I was good enough to necessarily get like pulled to another program, but it'd be thinking about like, okay, I'm at CSUB, somebody's willing to offer me, six figures to go to another school. Like, what would I
Hmm.
do? And I think I would be loyal, but it's like, man, I don't come from a lot of money. Somebody's willing to throw $100,000 on me, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't know how to spend it either in college.
Yeah.
I would go buy a bunch of Xboxes and I don't know, a car and probably a bunch of stupid stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's it's crazy money that's getting thrown out, and it's just intense.
When you look at the national tournament, I think you had a very interesting path because you had some guys on the front end that maybe I mean, I don't know. I looked at some. I didn't. The Columbia guy kind of came out from nowhere, but
Hmm.
Sparks I knew was going to be a tough matchup. But you beat Sparks and kind of a close one, and then you lose to Alvin. What kind of was going through your mind maybe that night? Because I think that was the last match of the session. What was kind of going on through your mind maybe that night and kind of to rally to come back the next day?
It was just be present. I mean, yeah, I lost, but I still had one more match. Um, till I placed. It was I just had to get back to my starting point. It was having that break was really nice. I mean, if it was like back to back, it would have been a little tougher just thinking about it. But I think just relaxing and like accepting where I'm at and just have the next best thing. I mean, Kyler's a great example. I mean, he was with those videos. I remember he was talking about how Angel would say, "Oh, you have to go for the next best thing." So what's my next best thing? Go and win. Go try to take third now. Just got to think ahead now.
Yeah, I mean that mentality is really important. It's that's like a wrestling thing.
Yeah,
It's like a call is going to get messed up. You're not going to get awarded the points that you wanted. Maybe you weren't feeling that great, but it's like, all right, it's over with. You kind of have to move on because
yeah,
that next day in the blood rounds, it's like who's going to show up and take it, And the
yeah,
guys that maybe are still kind of dwelling on the day before and maybe mentally and physically are in the right spot, like those guys are already taking a step back.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a little weird because like you're going from like you're lost in the quarters, you're coming down, and then the guy who's winning in Conti quarters one is coming in off of a win. So it's like you have to prepare for that. Like they're on a high. Like, oh, I'm feeling good. I'm gonna be able to wrestle and try to beat this guy.
And then your path on the backside, I think you had Brignola, and then I think you had was it Blaze and Conti
No,
semis?
I had Hefner first, and then I had Blaze.
Dude, and
Yeah,
Hefner looked super good at the national. I think he got banged up a little bit against Messenbrink, but dude, I was like, where did he come from? Because he was
yeah,
great at Ohio State, and I think maybe
yeah.
didn't have a great season leading up to that, but he looked great at the national tournament.
Yeah, he was good. He's a cool dude. I mean, I was talking to him a bit, and he was funny and cool too. It was good. It's really cool, like being able to talk, like not even like when you're on the podium, but like when you're in weigh-ins, like you're talking to all these guys, and like, everyone's like pretty calm and relaxed, and like everyone's having kind of fun. It seems.
Are you talking to the guy that you're about to wrestle though?
No, I it's when I'm talking, I usually talk after, like, but a lot of the guys they talk a lot more. I mean, I've a few of the guys talked a lot. But I usually like if I'm talking to someone that I wrestled, I'm talking to them after or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like again one of those wrestling things where it's funny because at the higher level, it's like you don't really engage with the guy maybe until after.
Yeah,
But you go to like a little kids tournament or you go to like a JV tournament and like, oh hey, well wait, oh I think we're in the same way. Hey, well if you beat your guy and I beat, we're gonna wrestle and it's like I have to grab some of our JV guys. I'm like, hey, like that's great that you made a new friend, but you need to be present on your match right now. Stop talking to
yeah.
me.
I think I can't remember if it was my junior year or my senior year. We're at CIF and um I think we're about to wrestle. I don't know if it was the quarters or semis, but my guy came up to me. He's like, "Are you good? Are you like really good or like how good are you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good." He's like, "Oh, okay, all right." Like, and we're like on deck. I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
Those are hilarious. I think it's like it's funny hearing it now as like a coach because we'll go to tournaments where it's like some of our kids that we have are pretty tough. Like we already know they're most likely going to be state qualifiers and possibly contend for a medal. But then we'll go to like some of the tournaments where there's some lower level guys there that they're going to wrestle in the first couple rounds. They have no idea, so they're just asking like, "Are you ranked? Like, are you ranked at the state rankings?" And I'm just like, you guys can say whatever you want. But I think now it'd be like I would almost troll somebody now. Like if they ask me, I'm like, no, I'm not, and then just wreck them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think for me, I'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty good. If, like, are you ranked? I'm ranked. Okay, yeah. I won't say like anything crazy.
Yeah, don't give them anything.
No.
Can you maybe like talk about like what it was like in your blood round when you get your hand raised and you're like, all right, now if I did it like I'm an All-American.
It was weird for me. I mean, I saw David's reaction and my reaction was completely different because like my that day it was like you had your bloods, but then you still had to if you win, you still had to match like right after it. So like I won, I raised my hand and I got to my corner and like Frank's hugging me and like grabbing me. I'm not really embracing it because I'm like, wait, I have another match. Like right now, it's just not. It's like yeah, I won, but now I have another match. Like I was looking, I saw David's video. David's like jumping into Thompson's arms and like jumping. My dude, I'm like, we still have another match. We got to get going. Like this isn't. And I was up in within like 15 minutes. I was able to get just a little bit of snack, water, came back down, and I was up. It was fast.
Well, it's one of those things too where I think maybe the year before it would have been maybe like how David's reaction was, where he would have jumped in your coach's arms and would. But I think you already knew in your head and your heart, like I already know I can do this. Like your standards for yourself are a little bit higher than maybe just being an All-American, and I think
Yeah,
maybe that had something to do with it a little bit.
yeah, probably, yeah.
But
That
that's
was,
cool though, huh?
yeah, yeah. It was weird. Like I was talking to Frank about it. He's like, you didn't even like jumps or anything. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, he's like, you were just too focused. I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
So I mean, after the tournament, like what I guess when you had a little more time maybe to cool down and kind of just like relax a little bit, did it kind of process a little bit more like, all right, like I finally did it, or like I guess what was going on in your brain?
Yeah, and I got a text from my mom, my dad, they're there, but I didn't see them right away. But it was like it was like, oh dang, like I'm All American. Geez, like all right, like let's get it. Like a few more matches tomorrow, and like I was excited. It was exciting for sure.
What's I guess been like since the national tournament? Like what have you guys been doing? Have you been getting ready for freestyle? Was there any kind
Yeah,
of like reception that the school did after you became an All-American? I guess what's been going on since then?
yeah. We took a week off, and then I went home for about 3 days. I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Came back. Um, but yeah, I don't know if it was like anything reception, but it's like the school's posted me, like stuff like that. But yeah, we're getting ready for freestyle. We got new mats, which is exciting. We're back in our wrestling. We've been at Valiant High School um the last few weeks, and they told us like, oh, we could go back to our room on Monday, so it's exciting. Got new mats in there, and it's fun to see that. Yeah, just focus on freestyle though right now.
Nice. Did they already clean the mats or do you have to get all the chalk off of it first?
They cleaned them. They've been in there the Thursday after NCAA's, I believe.
Okay. So
I
they've
didn't.
been in there, they've been like unfolding, they've been cleaning it
Yeah,
because it's so annoying when you first get back in there and there's still a little bit of chalk on the mat because you get all
yeah.
sweaty, it gets all over your skin.
I'm hoping there's nothing left. When we flipped them not long ago, and like I was grabbing them, like the one side was just full of chalk. I'm like, oh gosh, hopefully we're not. They're gonna clean this all up because those are still all covered.
We got new mats one year at CCB and we didn't miss practice. So like we carried them off the truck, we threw them in the wrestling room, and then we like kind of cleaned them a couple times, and then we had practice. Dude, it was so annoying. And what made it worse is like the next week we flipped them, had to clean the other side, and we had practice on it again. So we got like back
Oh,
to back weeks of chalk.
that's terrible. Oh no, no. I that's like yeah, I was covered in the chalk all over my hands trying to flip them.
Yeah, it's gross, man.
It's not fun. I,
So freestyle moving forward, I guess what are like the events that you're going to be entering and competing in?
um going to US Open senior level, and then I'll be going to U23s at the end of May. Yeah, should be exciting. Should
Nice.
be
Are you going
fun.
to go 74 kilos?
Yeah, yeah, that's the plan. Going
So
74 kilos because
when you
ranked
look
there.
at like the field and stuff, like what's kind of going, is there any matchups that like, yeah, I want to wrestle this guy, or is it kind of just like, whoever I get?
It's more of whoever I get. I'm just excited. I'm just excited to get back out there and do freestyle again. I mean, like last year was like just like because I had to get surgery right after NCAA's, and then getting like it was like a month apart where then I had to go to we went to U23s, and it's like, damn, this was fun. And then we only got that little small snippet of it, but now it's like, okay, now we're doing US Open. Now we can go to U23, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, it's such a fun event, and I like it because you get to see everybody else competing, like all these other different age groups. All the big guys are there. Can you maybe talk, because you've wrestled in that venue before? Can you maybe talk about like that environment and what it's like to compete in it?
Yeah, oh, I know it's just so much fun. I mean, you're like one day you're wrestling, and then the next day it's like, oh, you're able to watch all these senior level guys. And I remember like it's weird because my first year I saw these guys walking by. I'm like, wait that, and just like
Yeah.
being able to see them all over. It's like this is cool. This is really cool because like you a lot of the times you're seeing them on your phone, you're seeing them on Instagram, YouTube, Flow, and you're actually seeing them in person. You're like, whoa, this is awesome. Like, and then once in a while you're like at the point where I'm at, I'm able to talk to these guys like it's normal.
Yeah.
Like these are just guys, these are just wrestlers. These are like when they had a RAF here, I was talking to Jo, and then I was talking to Carl a little bit and Zaid and them. I'm like, dude, it's like these are guys who are like famous all over, not even the US, but the world. It's like, geez, and I'm just like talking to like normal people. It's like it's really cool. It's
I
really cool.
mean, do you think sometimes like, a young kid maybe that's watching right now and like sees you in person and is going to be like, "Oh my gosh, that's Nicco." Like, "Oh my God, he's in front of me." Like having been a little bit starstruck?
That that gets me excited. Like right now, I just got chills just like thinking about like all those kids like being able to like, oh, is that? And it's like, dang, like I've made it to a point where like people are coming up and recognizing me, and like it's like really cool, and I'm able to like give back to those kids because like I knew I was there at that point, like being like, oh my gosh, who's that? Oh my gosh, who's that? Yeah, it's exciting.
That's awesome, man. Well, hey, we've been going for almost an hour. It just felt like time kind of just flew by.
Yeah.
But do you got anything else before we stop recording?
I don't think so. Just yeah, I just love ASU. I don't know what else to say.
Man, that was a super fun episode with Nicco. Again, if you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're also on all the major social media platforms. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.